Hey everyone, in this video I'm gonna teach you how you can actually apply to one of the universities in the US, in the Canada. The process is really the same, but in this case you are going to have to really understand that this is the kind of university that you want to apply to, and then you want to go on to its portal and you want to apply. So it's a really simple process, but a few of you kind of asked me about this. How do you actually apply to the universities in the US? Well, I'm going to show you right away, alright? First off, you want to know which university you want to apply to, alright? It's important to know that that university has your course, and whatever course you are going for, that is, really that university has that course and you want to apply to that, alright? Now, there are two sessions very popular in the US. One is the fall sessions. The applications really, this is the most popular session. Applications start about now, about, really near the end of August. Applications really start, and you can start applying starting the end of August or early September. Or you have a spring session also, but again, you can also find about that in really, in depth. When you go onto Google, you can find out which sessions are really good for you. But the most popular one, which is really kind of in line with the Indian education system, and starts off after you complete some other degree, is really when you go in the month of August for that, and that is the fall session. And really, you have to start 1 year before, right? About 1 year before you should start preparing for exams, and then you should start doing all of these things, researching about the university and starting your SOPs, LORs, all of that stuff. All right, now let's say that you want to apply to some university in the US. You want to name the university. Let's say we want to apply to University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. That's one of the popular universities. Let's do that. Let's just start typing the name over here. This is ymgrad.com. First off, you wanna type the university name over here, and let me actually show you what I'm doing just about now. Right, University of Illinois. All right, I got that university. Right, if you do not know universities, let me actually tell you what you can do. You can again just go on to ymgrad, and you do not know which university you want to apply to, just select the country you want the universities for. Let's say I want to go to United States. I want to check out the universities over there. You can get the whole list of universities right over here, right? And you can keep on going, scrolling through the pages. Let's say that over here you get to the university that you want, and this is a rank 55 university. It's a great university, and let's say that you are going in for your engineering. You check the data over here. All right, what is the application fee? When is the deadline? In case it's listed over there. What is the acceptance rate? And really, what are the average scores of the people who get in? What are the financials? How much money do you have to pay the university once you get over there, and to complete your course? What are the really expenses, and what are the living expenses per year? All right, apart from that, what are the number of scholarships, the teaching assistantships, and the funding opportunities? Really, you want to log down your all of these things. Make sure that you have everything over here you need. All right, same for whatever your field is. It could be engineering, business, law, medicine, whatever it is. We have the data for all of those universities. All right, in case of business, you also get the average salaries and work experience before you actually go on for the degree. So first, you want to log down all of these things. You want to understand that this university is a good fit for you. Trust me, if you are applying in the US, you can apply to 100 universities and still feel that you have applied to lesser universities. Alright, so make sure that you shortlist universities perfectly well. Use this website to your advantage and do that well enough. Alright, shortlist the universities perfectly, and then go on to the website. Let's say that I like this university. I am going for an engineering program, that is a computer science based degree. Let's go onto this university's website. Let's say I want this one. All right, and I want to apply for masters in CS, right? So masters in CS, MSCS. Okay, and let's also type in apply over here, and that's it. Right, so let's go on to the first link that it shows. I've already applied and I already got an admit from this university, so I know the whole process. That's why I picked this university, right? But anyway, you wanna make sure that you are going to the university's website, checking out all the requirements, and making sure you are eligible to apply. All right, there are a lot of different people, a lot of different cases. You want to make sure that your case is specifically eligible to apply. You have the scores in your hands. Your GRE, GMAT, whatever, TOEFL, whatever test you have to give, they have the requirements over there. All right, you want to make sure that you meet all the requirements. All right, and then you want to make sure of the deadline, that this is the date by when you have to submit the application, you have to pay the application fee. All right, so once you head on to the online application portal, you're going to have to sign up over there, make an account, and then you can begin your application process. All right, so for instance, over here I have the application portal. They are telling me that whether you are delighted, we are delighted you're considering our university, all of that stuff. minimum requirements, they are again telling you the same thing. Check your minimum requirements and all of these things. All right, and then you have this apply now button over here. You click it and we are going to the application page now. Right now it's asking me to create an account or log in. Right, since I am probably doing this for the first time, most of you are, I'm going to be creating an account. Let me actually create an account quickly over here. Let's say that my email is this, and my first name, my last name, my birth date, just enter a random date over here. All right, cool. So we submit the information. What it's gonna do is it's gonna send you a temporary pin, basically just a code on your email. So I'm gonna check my email now on my phone itself. Let's see over here if I got the email, and I have it right over here. So now I'm going to basically enter the code over here. So the code is 873144160. Alright, so we entered the code, and then it's again asking me for my date of birth. I believe it was April the 3rd 1995. That's what I entered over here. So I'm just gonna enter that again, and then it's allowing me to log in. Okay, now I have to create a password, and let me actually create some bullshit password over here. Right, let's say okay, they have some requirements. Okay, right, so I set my password. Now we are good to go. We can log in, and now we can start a new application. All right, now this is vitally important that you select your course over here, because they're going to be asking you, first off, they're going to be asking you when you want to apply, like which term you want to go for. So there's the 2019 graduate application or the 2020 application. Let's say I want to go in 2020, so I'll apply for the 2020 application, and it says create application. We just created the application. All right, and now I can open the application. All right, perfect. Great. So once I open the application, you'll see all of these things on the left over here. That's really a navigation bar. You have to submit all of this data to the university. Once you submit it, only then will your application be complete. And then at the end, once you have submitted everything, well, then you are able to actually, pay the fee and really submit your application in. All right, and you also have to send in the scores, like the TOEFL and GRE scores, or whatever exams you're taking, GMAT, MCAT, LSAT, whatever it is. You have to send the scores to the university. Right, so let's actually start filling this up. This is again some information that you should read about the minimum requirements and all of these things that the university requires. If you do not have these minimum requirements in check, do not apply to this university, because it is vitally important that you are clear on these fronts. All right, so now we are actually going to click continue, assuming that you read all of that. All right, next we are going to start our application. They are asking us a simple information, whatever it is. Let's just fill it quickly. Let's say I am from India. My street address is just street address, and the city is Delhi, region is Delhi again, and the postal code is 11086, whatever. All right, and the mailing address is the same as permanent, of course, whatever. And they want to know some of our gender or all of these informations. You should just enter these, and then you can click continue. All right, so once this is done, basically it'll open up some more columns over here on the left, where basically they'll ask you for more and more info depending upon whatever info you entered previously. For instance, if I entered my native language as English, I'm pretty sure it's not going to ask me for the TOEFL scores, something of that sort. Right, birth city, it's asking me, I'll say Delhi and India. And next it asks me about the program, which program am I going to apply for. All right. Alright, something must have been wrong with the internet or something, or maybe the website was not working. Anyway, we're at the program tab now, and over here we're gonna enter the information. They're asking if I am a current employee of the University of Illinois. I'm gonna say no. Have you ever applied or attended any campus of the University of Illinois? I'm again gonna say no. And then there are programs. Alright, over here, let's say I want to apply for computer science. I'm gonna select that, selected. And alright, their website is a little bit slow because it's doing a lot of processing on the front end. So anyway, then they ask me for which program in computer science, like this is which degree do I want. I want to go for a master's, so I'm going to select MS, right? And after that it opens up a whole lot of options. If admitted, do you intend to continue for a PhD? Yes, let's say, whatever these are, just select these options. Okay, then it's asking me to select a minimum of one area and a maximum of 3 areas that I might be interested in pursuing, right? So whatever it is, just select your areas, whatever you want. These are subfields in computer science, so just select those. These are all just things. And which faculty members would you like to work with? Let's say I would like to work with these two. Alright, and I'm not applicable for application fee waiver. I'm just gonna click continue. Alright, so over here, once I finish the program part of the application, it's gonna open up those sections for that specific program also. You can see over here the personal statement has been added, and yeah, that's really it. Alright, over here I have to add my academic history. They'll ask me my university and all of those scores that I have to enter. Basically, if I attended any university before this, that is for my bachelor's, I have to enter the university name, and I have to enter the details about that university, and the transcripts I have to enter those as well. Alright, so you should be aware that you will need your transcripts during your application. A lot of this happened to me. I felt like it happened to me, but it didn't. But sometimes people are a little late and they miss the deadlines because the university doesn't really generate the transcripts all that fast. Right, so make sure that you apply for your transcripts at least a month before you actually start applying. Alright, next thing is that you enter your test scores. For instance, in this case, because I have opted for a MScs degree, well, I will have to enter my GRE scores and my TOEFL scores. Again, this is based on the eligibility that the university states for your program. You can just go on for your program, like I said in the beginning, and then check which tests you need to actually be giving in the scores for, and you need to enter your scores over here. For instance, if I select GRE, they'll ask me the scores, they'll ask me all of these things that I get after I take my GRE. Alright, so I'm gonna just leave it for now. Alright, let's go on to the next tab, and it is the resume. Again, they are asking me to upload my resume. Since I have already completed my bachelor's, it's probably the same thing to ask for, and you should have a resume by now in this case. Alright, so you give them your resume over here. Next, they're asking you for a personal statement. This is also very popularly known as the statement of purpose. In this case, if you do not know what to do with this, if you are thinking to go on with consultancies to write the statement for you, let me tell you, it is a very impacting document, and you do not want to mess this up by giving it to the consultancies. Give it to seniors or something who can help you. We are personally available if you want the help. Go on to YM-Grad. There are a ton of services over there. We are definitely sure we can help you with this, but try avoiding or staying clear of consultancies, because they will either help you aim lower, or they will just get you into one of the universities that they are affiliated to. So neither of that is good. Trust me, if you want to get into a dream university, either do it yourself, or if you think that we can do it better for you, because I have admits from universities like Cornell, Purdue, UIUC, this university. Alright, these are some of the topmost names in the US. Right, do it with someone you trust. That's it. Alright, let them take some money, but make sure that this thing is tip top and this is good looking. Alright, next they're gonna ask you for your references, and in this case, again, if you have to add at least 3 recommenders for this program. I know the minimum requirements since I already applied for it, so at least 3 recommenders, and they'll get an email with some questions, and basically they'll have to upload a recommendation letter. Alright, so make sure that you have good recommendation letters. Recommendation letters are not the ones that you see in your that you get LORs that you get from NGOs and all that stuff. You wanna showcase your research. You wanna showcase really what kind of a student you are, how good you are. Apart from that, this guy was good in class and he did extra projects, he asked me for more work, he was very, very enthusiastic, all of that. We do LORs, in-depth LORs, and they actually go over 1 page if you actually do it with us. Alright, now that's really the key over here, because there's so much to write, and people write 1-2 paragraph LORs, 3 paragraph LORs, even for you are killing your own application. Do not do that. Right, if you have that in your hands, either work with us or do something with that space that you have. Alright, go in depth, explain the instances, give them live examples. Alright, that is what you need to do, and that's really what we do with the LORs as well. Right, anyway, once you add the recommenders, they'll get the email and they'll be asked to upload the letters of recommendation, and once that is done, well, your application will be complete. Finally, they ask you for a signature. This is just a digital signature, and basically you have to do this to tell them that everything that you wrote in this application, everything that you mentioned is true to the best of your knowledge, and you have not lied throughout the process. Alright, finally you just get to review your application, and you can finally just save it for later. And once you complete it, there will be another option, or once the deadline is nearby and the application has been activated, there will be a new option through which you can basically make the payment and really finish your application. Alright, after that, apply early. Make sure that you apply early. That's the best way to go. This is really the whole process of applying to the universities online. Make sure that you shortlist the universities well. Make sure that you go onto the website, read every single eligibility requirement, and do it the right way. All right. Again, you have the average accepted applicants and their scores and everything over here. You have the profiles, their resumes. Even if you go on, you search this website, you will see the admits and rejects. You will see the services where you can actually work with me, with my team personally. We can help you with your whole drafting process and your any sort of exam. We can build you a plan which will make sure that will boost your scores more than you realize. Right. So make sure that you start this process early. It's not some process that you just do within a single day. It takes a month, sometimes even more, to finish the application for one single university. Of course, you need to be ready for that. You need to be prepared for that. Make sure that your SOPs are very, very common to each and every university. And this is really I just wanted to explain the whole process of how you actually apply to the US universities, and this is it. This is really the same for Canadian universities as well, more or less the same. You know, there are a little differences between the universities, but this is really how you do it. All right. If you need any more help, message me personally on Instagram, and if you know someone who might make use of this video well and who this video might help, share this video with them, and I will be happy to help them. Get in touch with anyone you want. All right. So great seeing you, and great if you are following up till this point of this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you have some more ideas like that, you know, someone just gave me this idea, they wanted me to make this video. If you have any more ideas, let me know on my Instagram. I will personally be available to help you. All right, great. I'll see you in the next one.